Okay, hello everyone. This is just a video on how to set up your Zotero account. So what I've got here is a website I'd like you to go to, www.zotero.org. And then what you'll do is log in or create an account at Zotero and then hit the download button. And as you can see, this is available for Windows, Mac. I don't know who's using Linux still, but anyway, it's available for you to use. And then once you get the program set up, it should look like this. So this is my Zotero database. And if I go to the top where I click on library, you can see that I'm an avid user of Zotero. I've got 785 items in my library. And I really love Zotero. So what this is it's a database to store all of your sources, both primary and secondary, websites, books, whatever it is, it will store these things. Now, when you first sign up for an account, your library certainly will not look like this. So what you need to do is go click on My Library, which should be there, and then hit right click and then click on New Collection. And I'm just going to name mine Test because I don't want to add anything new. So now what it's done is it's dropped this folder down here. Now before I show you how to use it, let me just show you what it does. So for example, I'm teaching a course on sustainability in the ancient world, and this is my collection of items that I've been using to put my lectures together. So what you can see here, and there are some duplicates, but what you've got here are articles, websites, things that I have been collecting to put these lectures together. And then notice off to the side, so I've got these listed by alphabetical order, and you can do that by clicking on the title. I can also have it go by alphabetical order by author, and that's just by clicking on creator. I'll go back to title here. The important thing to note too here is these little blue circles, and what they're telling you is that I have these articles stored in my computer. So if I click here, what'll happen is you can see it goes directly to the article itself. So it's amazingly useful. I'll show you what to do in case there are not buttons. Sometimes in books you don't download the whole book, so you don't get the book itself in your database. Okay, so now going back to your test. So when you downloaded the Zotero, what it ended up doing, and it probably asked you for permission, is to put Zotero on one of your buttons at the top right. And so when I turn my Zotero on, these little buttons become active. Now say I want to look for a source. What I've got here is our library's homepage, and I've given you the web address here. You can also go to our homepage, Cal State East Bay, and search for the library. It'll bring this up. Now here's the search box for the library, and let me see. Pollen counts ancient Greece, since I'm right in the middle of preparing for my sustainability course. Let me see what comes up in this. And I'll show you the nice thing about Zotero. Now I know I have this article already. I don't think I have this article. So say that I want this. I'm going to go to the full text. And what I have to do is sign into the library. Just, whoops, there we go. Let me just sign in here. Okay, it's logging in. Once it logs in, I should be able to go directly to the actual journal. Okay, so say this is the article that I want. Now, it's really important in your Zotero to have it set to the folder where you want to download your items. So say if I had named this pollen counts, this is where I wanted to go. Or if I knew it was about Neolithic Greece, I would open this folder here, because where you got the folder open is where your material will be deposited. So I'll put it back to my test. Okay, so I've got this. Now I'm going to go up and hit my Zotero button, and you can see what it does. It's saving to the test folder, and I've got my Zotero to open up all these different proxies. So this will show up on your computer. It'll say, do you want to proxy the Springer link site? And you can say yes. And as you saw really briefly, it downloaded the PDF for me. I don't have to do a thing. So now go to the test. You can see that it downloaded the article. You can see the little blue button here. And the beautiful thing is that look what it's done. It's captured all of the bibliographic material. It's got the title of the article. It's got the authors, all of them. So there's 8 more authors. It's got the abstract, publication, title, the volume, issue, page number, and then the date. There's more information that it's grabbing, like the URL and so on. So I'd mentioned this blue button. I haven't seen this article yet, but if I click on this, there it is. It stored it in my Zotero database. I didn't have to download a thing. So now it's in my database. And that's one of the beautiful things about Zotero. So that's how you would set up your account, and that's how you would start collecting your information. Now, with yours, you can use Zotero for any of your classes. So I happen to use mine for articles that I'm working on, or books. Like I just published an article that'll come out in July on some research I did for our online university. I'm teaching a class in sustainability, so I have all of these folders that I've got all of this material. And again, you know, you can find these little blue buttons, and it tells you that I've collected. Now I'm trying to find a place where you don't have, sorry, I'm looking for an article where I don't have it linked. So you can see there's no blue here. Now what this will probably do is take me to, oh, it does. Okay. So here, and I don't want to buy the article. So let's just say I can't find the article. I don't have it in my database. What you can do is, if you do end up downloading it, because sometimes Zotero won't capture the PDF. You have to download it physically, store it on your computer. What you need to do is to link it up. So you right click on this and then add attachment, and then go to add stored copy of file. And then it'll take you to your computer, and then you can just attach it there, and then your little button will turn blue, telling you that you've captured the article. Okay, so the one last thing I want you to do in your Zotero is to make your library database public. That way I can grade the material. So I'm already logged into Zotero. I went to zotero.org, set up my account. You can see my name here. And to make it public, and I've already made mine public, but I'll show you how to do this. You click on your name, go to settings. And then there's lots of things. You can put an image of yourself, talk a little bit about what you're doing. But then go to privacy. Now in the privacy settings, I have clicked on publish entire library, and that's what I want you to do for the duration of this class, because what I'm going to do when I grade is that I will search for your name. The only way I can find it is if you publish your entire library, and I've already done mine, but if you click on that and then click on update settings, it will make your library public for me to search for. I've talked to Zotero about this, and they said it's fairly safe. It's pretty rare that people are actually going through Zotero to look for libraries. And I don't know if I care if people can see what I've collected. It doesn't really matter to me. At the end of the class, I will remind you to go into your settings and then unclick this to make it private, so that you don't have to worry about someone looking up what you're looking at. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me an email, and I will see you soon.